I have a Union Safe Company product in front of me. It is the 1.51 cubic foot electronic safe, item number 64010. This thing is California DOJ approved. I've given it an access code. The door has a bolt at the top, one on the side and one on the bottom, and on the far side of the door is the reset button for changing access codes. This device allows you to set a master code and a user code. I just opened it using the master code, and I'll open it now with the user code. The difference between the two codes is that if somebody changes the user code, the master code is still valid. However, you don't need to know the master code to change the user code, and you don't need to know the user code to change the master code. So having a master code is meaningless. Now I want to talk about the wheels that come with this. If the owner decides to install the wheels and neglects to do something about the mounting holes on the back side of the safe, then the reset button, which is right about here, can be accessed. I've set a lamp in here which I'll turn on. I've also set my iPhone in here so I can show you my attack from the inside. And if you're thinking I'm going to attack this thing with a coat hanger, you are correct. However, since this is a slightly bigger safe, I'm using a fancier coat hanger. But really, what I want is this piece of dowel. And the damage is done. So the user code I opened it with a moment ago is no longer valid. And here is the new code. Now there's another issue I need to talk about, and that is this plastic fitting. It's held in place by 4 screws and by the knob. I want to show you what you would find if you pried this fitting off with a screwdriver. Okay, I opened up the back of the door, which is a plate covering the boltwork assembly. Then I removed the screws holding this fitting in place. Then I replaced the back of the door and locked the safe. So now the fitting is only held in place by the knob. And right here is a hole I can exploit with a piece of coat hanger wire. And it's open. Here are the innards. I'm not going to talk about the boltwork. I just want to show you how I exploited the hole in the door. Here is where I reached in with my piece of wire. Then I poked around, found the solenoid, pushed on it, and that freed up this piece of hardware. Then I drew the bolts back. Take a close look at this solenoid. If I press down on the pin, that won't be enough to release the hardware. I have to press down on the plate at the back, which has a heavy spring on it, and then the hardware can be drawn back. Also, you'll notice the solenoid has a steel housing. This will prevent attacks with a magnet from outside the safe. Finally, I should say something about the bypass lock. These tubular lock picks, which you've seen me use before and you can buy on Amazon, will open it. I already know this 7.8 millimeter pick will do it. The measurement, by the way, refers to the interior diameter of the tube. And it's that fast.